Just one.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Rural Report. My name is Vicky Espinoza, Business Development Specialist for the Center for Rural Affairs. Excuse me. Today, we will be talking about contracts and why they are important to small business owners through some Q&A with Raúl Arcos Hawkins, Business Development Specialist in the Central Panhandle area part of the state. Before we get started, please let us know when you're here by saying hello in the chat box, which is being monitored by one of our colleagues. And also feel free to ask questions at any time during our live stream in the chat box. And if you would like to learn more about the Center for Rural Affairs, you can also visit our website at cfra.org. A little bit about the center. It was established in 1973 in Northeast Nebraska with a main office located in Lyons, Nebraska. We exist to build more vibrant rural communities. Our business lending program started in 1990 and is committed to strengthening rural communities through small, self-employed business development. We also offer 4 essential services: financing like microloans, business training, business coaching, and networking. And for more information about our upcoming events and how to register, please visit our website. The link is in the comments section. Our staff is also available to Nebraska-based businesses for one-on-one coaching, and we have several loan products to meet your business needs. Today, I have Raúl Arcos Hawkins, Business Development Specialist in the Central Panhandle area, who will be answering some questions on contracts and why they matter to a small business owner.
Thank you for having me today, Vicky. I am the Business Development Specialist for the Center for Rural Affairs. And like Vicky said, I cover the central and panhandle area of the state. I assist clients with business coaching, one-on-one training, and teach classes on various topics.
Thank you, Raúl, for being here with us today. One of the first questions that some of our business owners are asking is, why is having a contract important to a business owner?
Thank you, Vicky. That is a very important first question. Why is it important to have these contracts? It's when you're entering into that business agreement. A contract provides an outline of the scope of the agreement, including deliverables, how the job or the service will be performed, payment terms, clauses, and deadlines. A contract also protects the parties. Having expectations in writing makes the enforcement much easier, and it allows legal protection for the parties involved. Contracts also extend the company's brand, values, and reputation. Having a contract or sending one demonstrates commitment to the agreement and that the business cares about having a detailed record of such agreement.
Thank you, Raúl, for answering that question. Our second question that we're being asked is, what are some of the benefits of having a contract?
I think some of the top benefits for having a contract are, it's a binding record of the agreement that entered, which helps prevent conflicts and mitigate risk. Again, this provides a clear communication and expectations for the parties that are entering into that contract. It increases operational efficiency. A contract is an outline of the process of the agreement that you've entered into, and it also gives specific details of specifications, deadlines, and perhaps the biggest reason to enter into a contract. It generates revenues, provides peace of mind, and this also ensures that the parties are compliant to the expectations and the deliverables.
Thank you, Raúl. Those are great benefits. And then our third and last question is, what are some of the best practices when entering into a contract?
Vicky, I know some people are going to say that this sounds a little bit redundant or a little bit cliche, but always get it in writing. It is the most important best practice when it comes down into entering into a contract or an agreement. Some courts may enforce any verbal contracts, but it could come down into he said, she said. So it's super important to get it in writing. Make sure that you read the fine print, which maybe be the very most important or an important clause in the contract. Identify the details. They're very important, such as identifying the parties correctly. Sometimes when they're entering into a contract and they don't identify the parties correctly, that may cause some problems later down the road. Clear and rights and obligations to each of the parties that are entering into that contract. Contract termination and dispute resolution, just to name a few. Get all the signatures of the parties involved in the initials, if there's parts of the contract that they need to be initialed, just as a clear understanding, make sure that all those initials are there. Make sure that the payment terms are included in the contract, because at the end of the day, you want to get paid. And it could be the reason why you might have entered into a contract in the first place. So those are some of the most important things to consider when you're entering into a contract.
Thank you, Raúl. I for sure don't always read the little writing in the clause. So that is very important to know that
Vicky, you're probably not the only one. There's a lot of people that forget when they're entering into those contracts to read like the small print. A lot of times we don't read it because we're like, oh my God, I can't read that little print. But there might be something in that clause that may cause some headaches later on in that contract.
Thank you, Raúl, for all your insight. In closing, entering into a contract protects your business assets and liabilities. As Raúl mentioned, it helps prevent conflicts and mitigate risks. And then for additional information or for further questions about this or any other questions about business development, you can also visit Raúl. You can also write Raúl at raúl@cfra.org, or you can call him at 308-833-0260. You can also follow us on social media. We are here on Facebook and Twitter at CFRA, on Instagram at Rural Nerd, and you can also find us on LinkedIn. We continually share resources that we develop and promote events that we are hosting. You can visit our website at cfra.org. Again, I am Vicky Espinoza, Business Development Specialist for the Center for Rural Affairs. Thank you, Raúl, again, for answering some important questions on contracts and why they matter to a small business owner. Thanks again for joining us today.
Thank you, Vicky, for having me.